He is one of the best heavyweights in the world, Paris, France's Cyril Gane, and that infectious smile certainly gets wiped away on fight night, but this is a guy who absolutely enjoys competition as much as any heavyweight on this roster. Figures to have a striking advantage in this matchup and in most matchups in the heavyweight division. Most of these guys, if they have it in their repertoire, are going to try to take him down. So what has he done? Gane's gone back to the drawing board. He has spent so much time working on his wrestling and takedown defense that he believes his sprawl is going to show up large here tonight. Cyril Gane has graced the octagon. He's ready to go. Well, as much respect and appreciation as we have for the skill sets of the lower weight class athletes, there is nothing in pro sports quite like a UFC heavyweight championship fight. That is a reality. You've been there, you've done that. Baddest man on the planet putting that very distinction on the line tonight.
Yeah, the champ walks again, and he wears that proudly. Johnny wants to be called the champ. He loves to be called the baddest man on the planet. He is so skilled, he's so dangerous, he's so scary, and he gets up for these types of challenges. He intends to never let go of his belt.
He understands the challenge in front of him here tonight, but he has been forged by this training camp, the championship experience he has accrued, and we'll see if he can leave the way he enters as the greatest heavyweight in the world. The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, ready to add to his appreciable legacy here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Cyril Gane. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here he is, the UFC champion, and this guy is all the rage. Right now, he might be the front runner for the Fighter of the Year, given the fact that he was able to knock out the #1 contender in his last title defense, and to do so emphatically in a fight that a lot of people thought was close on paper is really something that could take his career to the next level. Trying to follow that up here tonight. Most guys have succumbed to his power. We'll see if that holds true yet again tonight. Well, few heavyweights move as well as the former interim champ Cyril Gane, and you see the footwork right away as this fight gets started.
Yeah, the footwork leads to the jab. The guy does a great job of moving into you, and then he pops you. And then the moment you start to rush, he drops the big right hand on you. Cyril Gane is a hard puzzle to solve, especially as you go up in weight classes. Heavyweights don't move like Cyril Gane, and you can see that as we watch him right now. What a great combination.
How good is this action about a minute in? I think I'm gassing out just watching this thing.
I'm exhausted trying to call all the strikes that these two men are throwing at each other. What a fun fight.
Yeah, hate to be the punch carrot. Rock 'em, sock 'em out of the chute here. Big right hand. Oh, and now uppercut. Muhammad Ali circling towards the left side now.
Oh, nice.
go. Well, no denying the durability on the other side, but at this point, you just got to find that kill shot and get him out of there.
A lot of times that comes with reps, that comes with taking your time. You get excited, and you want to finish it because you think it's right there, but at times you just overswing and you miss a lot. He needs to slow down. He threw the flying knee and it landed to the head.
There's the kick, it's blocked. Nice counter left there. Oh, he smells blood in the water. Got to start looking for the finish here. Oh, big knee to the body.
Oh!
Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by G.O.A.T. All right, so we'll see what sort of defensive response. Oh! That's it!
Holy smokes!
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
All right, let's go inside the octagon now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 15 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
All right, so we hear and still tonight, our UFC heavyweight champion came in with a lot of pressure, a lot of hype, and he successfully defends the title here tonight.
With all that pressure, he never changes his approach. He always does exactly what he says he's going to do, and he remains the champion in the UFC's biggest and most dangerous division.
All right, this is the moment that every mixed martial arts athlete hopes will materialize. The #1 heavyweight contender making the walk for his first title fight here in the UFC.
I mean, the nerves are going crazy for this man right now. He's so nervous. Has he done everything he needs to do? Has he not left any stone unturned? He says that he has prepared. He says that his body's ready. His mind's ready. He feels physically good in the spot. He's taking on a long-reigning champion. If he's going to get this done, it's going to take something truly special.
He does not believe jitters will be a factor here tonight. He has built his career methodically to this point. We'll see if we hear the words "and new" by night's end. John Bones Jones has stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. All right, folks, here we go. Undisputed UFC heavyweight championship fight, and all eyes are on the incumbent as he makes the walk here tonight, and he's enjoying every moment of it. Huge title defense beckons for him tonight.
John, he loves where he stands in the sport. He loves the admiration that comes with being the baddest man on the planet. He knows he's the biggest, he's the strongest, he's the baddest, and he loves it. And he prepares as if he never wants to let that go. This man lives for being the best. This man lives to be in the spotlight. And time again, we see him defend this belt as if his life depended on it.
Well, right, you lose this belt, it's essentially like walking back into your new life. He has no intention of suffering that fate here tonight. Muhammad Ali, once again, ready to engage in a big spot here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, here now the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, John Bones Jones. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion out of the red corner. Many of you remember his title defense not all that long ago. He won it by knockout. And most of the guys, the #1 contender types who have risen to a title shot, have succumbed to his power. They think they know what it feels like, and then all of a sudden they get in the octagon, and they just can't take the pop. So we'll see how he handles this particular challenge here tonight. Certainly an outstanding grappler who could pose some different challenges if we hit the canvas. He told us his game plan is to avoid the mat at all costs. Jones gets the early takedown. That did not take long. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Well, no surprise there as he lets his opponent stand back up. All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his height and his range. All those long-range weapons are John Jones's calling card. Oh, nice takedown defense.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He's been able to drive these over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
Oh, that head kick was nasty. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Ali's able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds. Jones is bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun.
Nice block. Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, fear is not a factor for this striker. Coming out swinging early. Oh, look at that. So you land, and then you add insult to injury by talking trash.
It's almost like, hey, I told you I would get you, and he shows him, I got you.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
That's good defense to block that punch. 90 seconds out of going the round. Leg kick is there. Whiffs on the elbow. And back to his feet. Oh, man. Oh.
Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots.
Straight right hand now, just misses. Oh, he's hurt. All right, so a near perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say, and of course you don't succeed. So I'll try again, he's able to get him down.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young man. Over and over, he shot for takedowns, he tried to mix it up, and he got defended. But eventually, he got it done. Now, what does he do with this top control?
All right, so now we start to see some visible damage in the form of swelling as the ground and pound strikes continue to land. 15 seconds remain in the round. Jones gets tattooed by that elbow. These are raining down now on the ground. Oh, back to the well with that elbow. That one landed well. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so we hit the end of the round, and the fighter quickly makes his way back to the stool. The cut man hustles in to apply some end swell. This swelling has gotten out of control. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Second round underway. Nice punch there. How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble chin.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that. Big right hand.
Massive left hand.
And landed some nasty strikes. Cannot take too many of those. off we go.
Oh, huge Superman punch. Taken down by Johnny Bone. All right, so the fighter's able to reverse position on the ground. All right, so he's setting up for a submission here.
That is tight.
Oh, what a way to escape.
Look at him shove the elbow up, John. Break the lock and get back to his back to defend that rear naked choke.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now start to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Need you to fight back.
Well, he's got the ground and pound going now. There's an elbow from the top by Ali. Well, you got to think he's happy with this performance here tonight. Essentially, just the way he drew it up, it's been a striking play.
It's like a fairy tale. He's doing everything he wanted to do, and his opponent isn't doing much to try and deter him and really mess with the game plan. Oh, nice.
Muhammad Ali's back inside control here.
He's doing a great job of recognizing that he's damaging his opponent, and he keeps going to that spot. Massive shot lands. It's over, John. Fight's done.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came.
Oh! That'll do it!
Oh my God! Stop!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
All right, so heavyweight title retained is the headline inside this arena here tonight. Congratulations to the still heavyweight champ. Once again, proven he's the elite among the elite at heavyweight.
In a division where everything can change in a second, this guy has brought consistency to something that is so volatile. What a champion, what a fighter. He remains the heavyweight champion of the world.
You